Dave, let's do some Who Is Better and get out of here. Are you ready to go?
It better be, if there's any Taylors in there, it better not be Taylor Hall.
There are no Taylors because I'm tailored out. I am tailored out 100%. That fucking little twat waffle showed up on Saturday Night Live yesterday or on Saturday night for some reason. Jesus fucking enough.
I watched Saturday Night Live for the first time in 100 years.
Yeah.
I'm not entertained.
It wasn't very good. Who was the
Pete
host?
Davidson.
It wasn't very good. No.
You know, he had a funny bit.
Weekend Update's funny. Those boys are funny.
But nonetheless, we're not here to talk about that.
Dave, we're coming up on Halloween season. We're 2 weeks tomorrow. I'm sure you got your costume all laid out, ready to go. But who is better? The lesser of the famous Kelseys, Jason Kelce, or Friday the 13th masochist, Jason Voorhees?
You know what? The 1 and 2, I remember going to 2 of those Friday the 13th just for kicks. I'm going to give this one to Jason Kelce because, you know, horror films back in the day were different, and
they were more gruesome than scary.
Yeah, they were more gruesome than scary, and it was also not suspenseful, if that makes it a thing. Like I don't know, but I'm not a horror. Yeah, I'm not a horror movie guy, so I'm gonna give the nod to the Super Bowl champions, with the Eagles, Jason Kelce.
Jason Kelce. I got to go with Jason Voorhees just for the simple fact he came back from dead a number of times and he could take the axe to the head through a hockey mask. I got to go with Jason Voorhees on this one because I'm not sure that Jason Kelce is going to survive the media that his brother is drumming up with the whole Swiftie fucking bullshit. So I'm going to go with Jason Voorhees on this one.
And, you know, in Voorhees, like, I'll give you this, like, which I normally give a nod to, the icon, right? That's 40 years.
When you say Voorhees, people know what you're talking about.
Not necessarily. Jason.
No, like people our vintage for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, when you say Kelce, Jason Kelce's not the guy being talked about.
No, not at all.
No, it's fucking Swiftie he's talking about. Actually, the Swiftie Fest the end was at, there were people with Kelce Chiefs jerseys on, she said.
Losers.
Media fucking icons. Dave, who is better? Prime time. Deion Sanders, lot loser, up 29-0 the other night to Stanford. Fuck Stanford. Or Colonel Harlan J. Sanders himself, the Colonel of the Kentucky Fried Chicken Empire. Who is better, Deion Sanders or Colonel Sanders?
That's hilarious. Because back in the day, there was nothing better than a bucket of KFC. Honestly, there was nothing better. And they changed their recipe, and they specifically changed their recipe on gravy. And for that,
watch it.
For that, like, there was a day where I would have, like, you know, I would have taken French fries and gravy and put it in a fucking thing and done that, and just
the drumstick would stand up in that gravy.
Oh, Christ, that gravy was so goddamn good. But about 10 years ago, they changed the recipe on the gravy here in Canada. It's not good. I don't know when the last time you had KFC gravy. So
it's been a few,
what I'm going to say,
yeah.
Back, and then also to prime time back in the day when the gravy was still good. I didn't like him. I really appreciated his defensive ability. I loved it when he caught a punt and ran it back, or his pick sixes. His ability couldn't be beat. Primetime was one of the best DBs that I've ever seen played. But KFC gravy with a bun and dipping is one of the best things I could ever imagine in my life. And I want that back. And so for that, sorry, Prime, give me back the old school KFC gravy and a bun, Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders for sure to me is 100% better. Definitely the longevity has been a time or two, and and the Colonel never said a bad word about anybody. Whereas Prime Time was more about me. Colonel Sanders was trying to help out the people and feed people, and there's some clogged arteries and everything else that happened because of Colonel Harlan Sanders, but the Colonel Sanders is way better.
I would pay good money for that old school gravy. I don't know where that fucking recipe is.
It's like all of it, the chicken, the things, and the stuff, and like the next day,
the
like the
bun
next day,
and the gravy.
If you go next day Deion Sanders and next day Colonel Sanders, I got to listen to Deion Sanders interviews the next day. I don't want to. I want next day Colonel Sanders. There's no
give me that. Give me that fridge and gravy out of the fridge.
All of it. Colonel Sanders is way better than Deion
Got that
Sanders.
right, brother.
Yeah. Dave, who is better, Tony Romo or Tony Romas?
Tony Romas. I hate Tony Romo. Tony Romo. He was a shitty quarterback. He's the only reason we know is if he played for the Baltimore.
I would say he was shitty. He's better than most.
He was average.
Better than.
He's not as good as Tony Roethlisberger or Ben Roethlisberger. He's not as good as him. He's not as good as him, right? He's a B plus. Fuck him, and he's a terrible announcer. I was listening to one of the games he was on. I fucking hate Tony Romo.
He's with Jim Nantz on CBS, correct?
Yeah, Jim Nantz must be going like, why am I stuck with this fucker, and why is he making more money than me?
Well, it's one of those things.
I
Tony
don't
Romo
understand
it's really good. They have them in States? They must be in States, no?
I don't know, but they're good. I make better ribs than they do.
There was
but they're there.
There must be something in their food and in their ribs. I had a bit of a situation at Tony Roma's Medicine Hat where I was halfway done my meal, and she was ready to come out the other end, and I had to there was a thing. So just on that note, I'm gonna say that Tony Romo is better. I like Tony Romo's a lot. My dad loved Tony Romo's, but there was a situation where it didn't turn out very well for that Bathroom Medicine Hat. So I'm going to say that Tony Romo for me is better than Tony Roma's.
I turn the volume down if it's a game I'm watching and Romo is calling it. He's that bad. I can't stand him.
I was at Bubba Gump's in Edmonton at the West Edmonton Mall there on Saturday, drinking some beers, having a good time, family and friends and everything else. It was a lot of fun, and I'm a big Bubba Gump's fan, like those restaurant chains that are across the United States. I think the one in Edmonton's the only one in Canada. But Sally Field, she's on the movie Bubba Gump. She's Bubba's or Forrest's mother. Dave, who is better, Justin Fields or Sally Fields?
Sally Fields, without a doubt. Remember her? She was in Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah,
she was there. She was the
she actually was.
Nun.
That's a good point.
Yeah, she was. She won an Oscar for another movie too.
That's funny. That's funny. She's in Smokey and the Bandit. So she must be better.
Totally better. Without a doubt. She has a career. She has like Justin Fields. Fuck that guy. He hasn't proven himself. He has two good games. Yeah. Well, would you say one? I think he's like overrated. 2 games.
I think he's highly overrated.
Sally Field by an actual mile. Total mile.
Forrest Gump's a great movie.
The Flying Nun. Do you remember that? Were you? I think that might have been a little bit before your time, but nonetheless, she was like
2 years on me. or 3, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, those were pivotal years when, like, well, look up the Flying Nun. Have you ever heard of the Flying Nun?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, look it up. I saw it. So stop it.
Okay.
Don't besmirch me.
One more. Who is better, David Spade, or who I think's Oilers legend and perennial tough guy, maybe the toughest guy to ever play the game, Dave Semenko?
Oh, you know what? David Spade really made me laugh a lot. And I do like his brand of humor is way up my line of thinking like that. But by Scott sketch and hey, I remember you when you were relevant, that kind of shit. That makes me laugh. That makes me laugh a lot. But Dave Semenko, fuck, rolling around without a helmet, patrolling the greatest player that ever played the game,
and just and not fight a bunch. The thing I liked about Semenko, sorry to interrupt you. The thing I liked with Semenko, watching those, he'd go up to the face-off dot or the face-off circle, and he'd just give a little tap on the laces. Like, okay,
I'm here.
If you want to fuck with the fuck, you're going to get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Semenko's the way the psychological warfare that went in a hockey game with that guy. Yep. I love Semenko. Oh.
If you want to fuck, I'm here to fuck. But if not, stop. Right? Stop. Like, and Semenko, like,
because he would fuck guys up.
Oh, yeah. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He didn't win every fight. Like, there was tougher guys. I won't say there's tougher guys than him, but like there was no one he would not dance with.
Like, how many times did he beat up fucking Tim Hunter?
Jesus.
And Hunter, like, and with all due respect to Hunter kept coming back.
Yeah, like they did their jobs. And like, so what do you do, right? Like, you know, I gotta fight him. And it was a different time of hockey. There's Dave Semenko holds a place in my heart that you know, and it was McSorley after him. But it was Dave Semenko was the original
tough guy. Well, it's Tiger Williams, I guess.
Well, no, it wasn't the original tough guy.
You want to way back. You want to go way back to the Broad Street Bullies and fucking Dave Schultz and those guys.
No, but like when I say the original, like it was the Gretzky keeper, right? Like he. That's when I married the Oilers back in those days when he was Gretzky's boy. Yeah, so it's David Spade. Like I enjoy his comedy and everything, but Dave Semenko will always have a place in my heart for the role he played with those original Oilers. The young love.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic. Like back in those 80s Oilers teams and everything else. He got the Hartford Whalers for a while there. Dave Semenko.
Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't even known that unless you would have said that right there.
Well, Dave, the 1420 podcast, we're not only entertaining, we are informative and educational.
I love being educated by, especially in places where they don't expect to be educated.
There you go. Anyways, Dave, I'm going to Pink. We're gonna hey now. I'm a rock star and let you know on Friday night. So we'll have to figure out what we're doing on Thursday. I'll be in Parksville Thursday at my sister's place, so we'll record from there. But so that should be entertaining. Do you have a favorite Pink song?
I do quite have like some.
Pink, actually.
Not that Get Your Party Started. You're Fucking Perfect. I like that one. It's a
baby,
little bit
baby, please, something.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's so perfect. I do dig that one and that Raise Your Glass. I like that one too.
Oh, I like that one a lot. If she doesn't sing that, I'm gonna get my money back. I will cause a stink.
I guarantee you she's gonna say Raise Your Glass.
If she doesn't, if we aren't raising the glass on Friday night, I will. I'll be throwing glasses. One of those things. It'll be a lot of fun. So
and what's the one with like I Ain't No Britney Spears? That was one of her original hits. Like that.
In the first place, don't let me get me.
Don't let me get me. Yeah. She has some hits, and I dig it. Yeah, I dig Pink.
I like her.
You know what? I dig on Pink more than I dig on Taylor.
Well, we weren't. This is Dave. This is tonight is the last night in the future of the 1420 Sports Bar podcast that we bring up Taylor Swift. I'm done.
You brought her up before
I know I did, but I'm done.
You can't help yourself, and you used to bug me. It's you curse yourself by bugging me about being a Swiftie. And I'm not a Swiftie, and now you're a Swiftie.
Yes,
you fucking Swiftie.
She should just fuck off and stay fucked off. Fuck me.
Just play music I like. That's the problem with her. I don't disrespect her or anything. But I just want her to play music I like.
Who do the Broncos got this week?
Oh fuck! I don't know. I'm done. I told you I'm done. After that game, I'm not going to worry about it because we talked about it on Thursday. The fact that the Broncos don't have to play on Sunday was actually a relief for me. And it was. So I don't care. They'll play whoever they play. And I'll be frustrated and wondering why they're not doing this and that. And so why am I going to waste my energy wondering why they're not doing things where I can watch other teams and actually be entertained?
That's something earlier on with USC. I'll have it on. I'll watch it, and I'll be on the island. So I probably won't even. If I was home, I'd watch it, but I'm not going to care. It's on and whatever. And I'm not going to care because now they're done. I knew they were done 3 weeks ago, but now that fuck it, who cares? Try again next year.
Yeah, and again, that's the thing too. It's I don't have any aspirations, and why would I keep watching to think to myself what the Broncos should do different? They don't fucking listen to me, so fuck them. We're not divorcing, but fuck them for a bit.
Separated.
No, we're not even separated. I want to get back. We're just gonna take a break.
Is your relationship with the Broncos right now? Is it, honey? I think I'm going to go stay at mom's or my brother's or my sister's or in a hotel for a few days.
Yeah, kind of hey, I'm gonna sleep in the basement.
You do that all the time, don't you?
I never sleep in the basement.
Never?
I can't remember. I couldn't tell you the last time that my wife and I have been under the same roof and not slept in the same bed.
Oh, really? Every once in a while, Deanne falls asleep on the couch. And, yeah.
Oh, no, that happens. But I'll wake up at 2 a.m. I'll fall asleep watching a show.
You still crawl upstairs.
I always crawl upstairs. I never do not wake up. I never don't wake up beside my wife in the same bed.
So that makes it more of a thing. If you were to, as not with Kaylee, obviously, but if you
the Broncos
with the Broncos,
I'm sleeping on the fucking couch.
You might put up the fucking tent trailer out the back and say, "Fuck
this." You're right. I
don't care how cold it is. Fuck it. I'm not fucking sleeping here.
I have hammocks. I have this. I have that. There's a place we'll still share it.
I'd rather freeze to death than fucking sleep with you, you fuckers.
We'll share an address, but I ain't fucking living with you no more.
There you go. The 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 Beer Sports, talking a whole lot more. It's a nice show. Fantastic show, Dave. I had a lot of fun. I don't know where we're going here. Take care of each other. More importantly, take care of yourself and year round. Keep your stick on the ice. And what else, Dave?
I don't want to see Valentine swing at high pitches. And fuck Taylor Hall.
Fuck Taylor Hall, apparently. Fuck him, fuck them, fuck them all. So there you go.
Mind your own P's and Q's.
There you go. Well, have a good night, folks. We'll talk to you on Thursday night. From Vancouver Island.
Have fun at Pink next week.
Well, we'll talk before then.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm good.